After my sister, Sarah, passed away, the silence in our home was deafening. It was this heavy, suffocating quiet that just clung to everything. When our daughter, Lily, was born a few months later, the quiet was finally gone, replaced by the soft coos and cries of new life. My husband, Alex, and I were exhausted, but it was a good kind of tired. I'd sit for hours in the dead of night, watching the grainy, black and white image of her sleeping on the baby monitor. My heart ached with profound joy and sadness that Sarah would never meet her niece. Then, one night, a faint whisper came through the monitor. It was so soft I almost missed it. Just a gentle sigh under the static, but there was no mistaking that voice. It was Sarah, and she was singing a lullaby to my daughter. For a second, this impossible wave of comfort just washed over me. It felt like a gift, a connection to what I'd lost. I had no idea this was the beginning of a fight for my baby's soul. Grief is a funny thing. Sarah's death was a car accident on a rainy Tuesday. The aftermath was just a blur of sad eyes. She was my younger sister, my otter elf. The silence she left behind wasn't just a lack of sound. A part of me was missing. When we brought Lily home, it felt like the first real light we'd seen. But the empty guest room felt more like a tomb. The baby monitor was my lifeline. I'd stared at the screen, watching Lily's chest rise and fall. I was obsessed, watching over a tiny miracle. The first time I heard her, I thought I was dreaming. 3 a.m, Lily was stirring. Then, through the hiss, she, little one. My blood ran cold. I snatched the monitor, pressing it to my ear. Only static. I told myself it was just a dream. A few nights later, it happened again. Clearer. A Polish lullaby our grandmother used to sing. It was undeniably Sarah. My sister was here. The fear was replaced by secret joy. She was a guardian angel. I'd wait for Alex to sleep, turn the volume up, and wait. She would tell Lily stories about our childhood. Your mommy tried to cut my hair. Total disaster. I'd stifle a laugh in my pillow. Alex noticed the change. You seem lighter, he said. I lied that I was getting more sleep. The secret was a wall between us. Then the whisper changed. She's so beautiful. My beautiful girl. The possessiveness in it was impossible to miss. It sounded like an owner. The voice hissed. You're not doing it right. The blanket isn't tucked. I looked at the monitor. The blanket was perfect. My terror returned. Then came the shadows. A shadow pulled away from the corner and hovered over Lily's crib like a spider dropping down on a thread. I sprinted down the hall, burst into the room, flipped on the light. Nothing. Just my daughter, sleeping soundly. Just broke. I told Alex everything. The whispers. The shadows. He didn't believe it was real. He thought grief had finally broken me. 2 a.m. It wasn't a whisper. A voice, clear and cold. She looks just like me. Alex shot up. You heard that? Mote. The shadow was a tall, thin darkness. It glided across the floor until it stood right over Lily's crib. My breath caught. A guttural sound rasped. She is mine. I need a new voice. I need new life. Then, a tiny, pale hand reached up from the crib. We ran. Alex ripped the cord as I snatched Lily. We drove until the sun came up. We never went back. Lily is for now, but sometimes I find her humming that Polish lullaby. She smiled and said, "The lady in the corner taught me. Thank you for listening." If you've ever had an experience you can't explain, I'd love to hear it. Subscribe for more.